Hello, my friends, and welcome. If you are just tuning in with me for the first time for a live discussion, my name is Selena Beasley, and I am a makeup coach. So I teach women in online business how to do their makeup like a pro so they can show up as the face of their brand, looking the part of their success, looking like the authority in their field and in a way that signals authenticity to their listeners and builds know, like, and trust with their followers. So today I'm coming to you at a little different scenery. I call this my cozy corner because this is one of those topics where I really wish I could just pour you a cup of tea, have you sit across from me, and let's just have an honest conversation. This is what beauty influencers know about you. So I want to give you a little bit of backstory of where this topic has come from. So I was meeting with a beauty influencer who will remain nameless recently, and the whole topic of conversation was over her biggest concern, which was, how do I get my customers on more products? And I'm listening and thinking to myself, do they really need to be on more products? Do they really need 14 mascaras and a 17-step skincare program? I don't think they really need that. But the fact of the matter is that the makeup industry, makeup professionals in general, if they represent a brand or a company, they have an obligation to sell their products, to sell their pieces, and that is fine, but it's not always in the best interest of the consumer, especially those of us that identify as high-performing professionals. And here's why. So I talk to professional women every day, and most of the time I hear when we start talking about working together, I'm a makeup coach, and I hear, well, I'm just not a big makeup person. I get it. You're not alone. In fact, most women in business would probably say, I'm not a big makeup person, because I think the time it takes to put together your look and then to recreate it daily. And I mean, we're busy. Like, you're high performance professionals for a reason, because you are busy, you're getting things done, you're high capacity. And a lot of times it's just kind of, oh, that's not important. Or we don't need to devote too much time, attention, hassle. It's just a hassle. And I don't have time for that. But what ends up happening is, because you're a high performance professional, you get the speaking invitation, or you get the live, interview broadcast. You want to put your name, your face on the cover of the book or the cover of the offer, or you are up for the promo shoot. And so, okay, now this is real now. I have to represent my business. I have to represent my brand, and I have to look professional and not like I'm slobbing around the house I was working with a British woman last week, and she said, I loved it. She said, I don't want to look like I spend all day in my jockey bottoms. Exactly. You don't want to look like you live in your jockey bottoms when you're trying to make a professional opinion. You're wanting to, forgive me, a professional impression. You want to look like you've taken authority. You want to look like you take yourself seriously. You want to command the attention of the room, be it virtual or face-to-face. You're a woman in business. If this is not already your reality, It will be. You will get the call for that invitation, and you will get the call to be featured in this shoot. And what's going to happen is, okay, so most women in business are not big makeup people, not a big makeup person, and yet it's inevitable that eventually they're going to get a big invitation or an opportunity to showcase themselves and their brand. And it's like, oh, quick, I got to look professional. So two things happen. Either you storm the entrance of your local Sephora and are like, hey, I gotta look just and make me look good. Give me some things that can work for me. To which the salesperson is like, yes, this woman does not know what she does not know. So I can just load her down with, all the things. She's in a hurry. She didn't need a hassle. So you always end up spending more and getting things you don't need when you're in a hurry. It's almost like going grocery shopping without a list when you're hungry. Like, don't they teach us? Somebody taught me not to do that. So don't do that either. But this is one of those things when you're down to the wire, but you don't know what you don't know, you go into a situation where they know you don't know what you don't know. And so you end up spending money on things that you don't necessarily need. So then you get this lot home, and because they don't teach you how to use it, at least they don't in my local Ulta. And so I get it home, right? And it's like, well, I don't know how to use this. So now I have to go and pick my way through YouTube tutorials to try to figure out what to do with this. How do I create a look that looks polished, professional, put together? You're not alone. Like this is definitely something that is a common thing for high performance professionals. And because you're a high performance professional, you do not have time to go pecking around YouTube to find out how to put this look together yourself. So what do? You end up hiring a makeup artist. I have mad respect for makeup artists. Hear me say this. I am not anti-makeup artist at all. They're magicians. They're fabulous. They can pull off incredible feats. And in a situation like that, if you've ever worked with a makeup artist, let me know. Most of the time, it's a very positive experience. However, two things can happen. Well, one, maybe a positive experience, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. It's an expensive experience. But one of two things can happen when you work with a makeup artist. One, you love the look. You love it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly, I didn't know I could look like this. Like, this is amazing. And you show up for the live interview, or you show up for the brand shoot, or the speaking engagement, and it's like, man, I'm killing this. I'm crushing this. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking, how am I ever going to recreate this again? And then you have an issue of, now it's about your brand visibility and the consistency or lack thereof. Did you see when I wanted to pour you a cup of hot tea talking about this? Because this is one of those, like, track with me. It's okay. I'm with you. I've got you. I've got good news. Okay. So hang out with me till I get to the good news. I see it a lot. The professional brand shoot looks like magazine beautiful, worthy, just totally put together. And then you either meet with the person, or you watch a live video, or you catch a live training, and it's like, this doesn't look like the same person. And that it confuses your audience. This is not a beauty contest. Like I said, most women in business don't identify as a big makeup person, because that women in business, right? So it's not to anyone's fault. But what happens is if we don't look consistent, if we don't maintain a consistent image from our profile, to the, meeting face to face or virtual, it confuses our audience, and that impacts our trustworthiness. It impacts the know, like, and trust factor, even subconsciously. So we don't want that to happen. The second thing that can happen, that I've seen happen with makeup artists, is they do a beautiful job, but not in a way that represent, like, you don't feel like yourself. You feel like, oh, do I look like a clown? This doesn't look like me at all. And that can undermine your confidence. And when you are about to speak to a group of people for the first time, maybe they don't know you, they don't know what you're about, they don't know your message, they have not bought into you yet, you want to ooze with confidence. You want to be feeling like the best version of yourself. And if you're conscious of, oh, I don't feel like me, like I just don't feel like me, then that's doing you a disservice. So I'm not saying I don't like, I think makeup artists are magicians, but they don't travel with us. They don't live with us. They can't recreate the look for us every single time we want to go live, or every time the camera's on. So when I say that beauty professionals, beauty influencers love high performance professionals, it's for this reason, because they know that you don't know what you don't know. And when you don't know what you don't know, you buy more than you need. You spend money on things that may or may not serve you well. And you end up enlisting and commissioning services that maybe they might do the job, but it may not ultimately serve your best interest and serve your business. Okay, so what do we do about it? So I have 3 makeup tips this is easy makeup for high performance professionals. Okay. So the first is this. These are the options. Okay. You want the 1, 2, 3, step 1, 2, 3. Here it is. The first is to master the basic skills. Makeup is just a skill. You are a smart, driven, ambitious, find a way, make a way woman. If you're a woman in business, this is you. You are a high performance professional. You can do this. Like, you don't need to rely on a makeup artist or in order to pull off your most professional, I am a force to be reckoned with look. You don't need that. You need to know your skin type and shop formulas for your skin type. Is your skin type dry, combination, oily, normal? That is going to be first stop. Second thing is to dial in the intensity of your color choices based on your skin tone. So the deeper the skin tone, the higher the contrast you want your colors to be. The lighter your skin tone, the less contrast that you need. So the intensity of your colors is what is ultimately going to determine whether your look, it looks vibrant, looks energized, or looks dull and washed out. And finally, you want to have determined your skin's undertone. And that ranges cool, warm, or neutral, which determines what colors look best on you, what colors make you look alive, or what colors distract or diminish from your look. So color undertone, skin undertone can get a little like, what? Excuse me? I don't understand this. So I created a simple 1-minute quiz. You can go to my website, selenabeasley.co, and you can take that quiz. It will take you 1 minute. It's 5 questions, and you can figure out what your skin undertone is today. So there you go. But by mastering your skin type, tone, and undertone, you're already like halfway there to make decisions about what you need and what you don't need, to make informed decisions about your product choices. So the next option is you can book a session with an independent image consultant. Now, I recommend that it's an image consultant that specializes in basic makeup, specifically for the camera. We are living in a virtual world, and we are virtual girls. I wish I could sing it to you. But the power of video, embracing the power of video is, it's not going anywhere. It's inevitable. We need to do it. If we want to move our message forward, we have to embrace the power of video because it is that powerful. So knowing how to do your makeup for the camera as a woman in online business is key. Now, but I encourage you to be mindful. Does this person represent a brand, a company, a specific, product? Because the chances are, you can enlist the services of a consultant and get a laundry list of products that you need, and I just happen to sell it right here. And that's okay. I'm not coming against the integrity, because I think that there is integrity in that. However, unless you have a firm awareness of the basics, of mastering the basics of your skin type, tone, and undertone, you can find yourself in a situation where you end up with more than you need, things you will not use, and things that you're, that are just not going to serve you and what you need and push your goals forward. The final option, so you can master the basics yourself. You can enlist the services of an image consultant. And finally, I hear this all the time, which is why I do this. I just wish someone would do it for me. Can someone just do it for me? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. It's called Color Concierge Service, and you can someone who majors in this knows the formulas, colors, all the things that you need. They can get it to your doorstep, and they can give you the equivalent of a makeup paint by number and go, put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here. And all you have to do is just smile pretty for the camera. I like that. I like any of these options because it gives you back the control. That's why, this is why I want you to be able to do this for yourself. Because when you get that call, when it's like, oh my gosh, this is the biggest opportunity that I've had to shine, to let my brand name, to get my brand name out there, I want you to be able to go, oh, I don't have to wonder. I don't want to wonder, am I giving off the impression of my brand and my company that I want to? Does this look right? Am I doing this right? No, we don't even want that to be a thought, because you are busy, because you have so much on your mind, because you have so much to offer and so much to say, and you are a high performance professional. You owe it to yourself to get your look on lock. And by that, I mean to look like the authority, to look authentic, to look like you take yourself seriously. I say that in love. Hear me say that again. I would refresh your hot tea if you were sitting across from me. I would say that in love. But with the present and the future being as visual as it is, and video being king, we can't ignore this. We can't neglect this. We can't deny it. This needs to be priority one. So I hope that this has given you some clarity today. I have created a resource for you. It is called the Ultimate Makeup Makeover, the High Performer's Guide to Camera Ready Makeup. And this is the first step for you to harness the power of color and of makeup to create that vibrant impression that is going to attract your audience to your message. So if you want to get your hands on that, you can go to selenabeasley.co and you can pick that up. You can also find the link for the skin undertone quiz, and you can go ahead and figure out what your skin undertone is today. So I am here, sister, I am here to help you master your makeup so that you can look like a professional, like the powerhouse, force to be reckoned with, expert in your field that you are. I want, in the time it takes someone to scroll, to go, wait, hang on a second. There's something different about this one. And so I'm here. I'm here to help you. Use me as a resource. Hop into the DMs. I would love to answer any of your questions. And head over to SelenaBeasley.co to grab those resources today. And you're lovely. I see your videos. I see your posts. I see your reels. And I champion you for embracing the power of video and of taking that brave, bold step to connect with your audience in a personal and in a deep and meaningful way.